Let me tell you what Americans think of the Chinese. I think all Americans, depending on where they were raised and how they were raised, might have different opinions on this. So for one, we think you guys are highly intelligent people. So when we think of the Chinese, we think that you are just insanely intelligent. All of you. Another thing that is incredible skincare and extremely healthy food. We also know that you guys have spectacular skincare, and I'm assuming you guys use all natural skincare and all of your skin is just flawless. We also think that you guys are just very beautiful human beings. The most important thing that immediately comes to mind when we think of the Chinese is respect. We know that, or we think that your culture is really built around respect for other people, respect for your elders. This is something that is severely lax in American culture. The first things that come to mind when I think...
Y'all, I'm actually screaming because everything you guys are witnessing on Xiaohongshu is exactly what I have been experiencing for the past 2 years. In 2022, I was one of less than 200 American students in China. Students meaning elementary school, middle school, high school, literally everything all included. And every single experience you guys are talking about is my life for the past 2 years. Like, I feel like I'm reliving these emotions, which is so funny to me. When I first went to China, before I went, I was like a little bit nervous because I was like, oh my god, how will people view me as an American? And then when I got there, everyone was super nice and they loved me and they were so sweet to me. And now I'm gonna be going back to China because I am going to grad school there, and the university I'm going to is a university in London, which I'm going to spend next year in London and the year after that in China. And yeah, I'm going to continue learning about China and learning the language because I don't want to forget all the progress I've been putting in for the past 4 years. But yeah, these are all the reactions I've had for the past 2 years. I'm literally reliving it. My friends and I, who all the Americans who also went to my international university, we are literally sitting here laughing so hard because we're like, you guys are having our experience.
Hi everyone, my name's Terry Sweetberry, and today I'm going to be doing a reaction essentially to the tariffs as an American. Because this shit sucks and it's scary. Trump just announced a few hours ago that he's going to try a 50% tariffs tax on European Union goods. So he's trying to piss everyone off. And let's get one thing straight before I continue. Trump has always lived a very privileged life. He's a millionaire, billionaire, his parents were millionaires, so he has always lived a privileged life. When he stated that children are just going to have 2 toys for Christmas, he doesn't understand that children are not going to just go without toys. It's going to be that children are starving, that they might not even have a roof over their head. And since he's lived that life, he will never comprehend poverty. And since he can't comprehend poverty, he can't understand that the decisions that he's making is pushing more and more Americans towards poverty. That's not even talking about the American businesses right now that are just really in over their heads just because there's so much instability going on in the market. It's just like, you don't know if you move forward or if you just pause. And I don't know if you noticed yet, but whenever politicians argue like cats and dogs, it's never the politicians who suffer for it. It's us, the common people. And it's already well known that if something were to happen to the American economy and it turned for the worse, it's not going to be the millionaires and billionaires that suffer through it. I'll tell you that, because they don't even put their money in American banks. None of those rich bastards put their money in American banks. That's laughable if you think that. They hide it away on their private islands and different countries because they don't want to get taxed for it. Duh. Yeah, and that's my thoughts on it because, yeah, it just sucks to be here, honestly. I wish I lived in China. Could someone adopt me, please? I'll be good. I love you guys. If you want me to talk about something in the comment section, let me know. I'm happy to discuss a lot of topics. Just hopefully Trump doesn't randomly detain me for speaking out. Because, yeah, that's been happening. Yeah, living in America, it's like Nazi Germany. I know I said it once, but I'll say it again. Have a great day. Stay safe. I'll try to stay safe as well. Love you.
So I'm an American that's been living in China since 2019, and I am so in awe of what's happening right now. Welcome, my fellow Americans. Digital China. China is super freaking awesome. Chinese people are super cool and friendly and normal. And yeah, this is, I think, such a great opportunity for cultures to clash and to actually get to know each other. So,
hey guys, I'm Evie. I'm a Puerto Rican American that's been living in China for a few years now. Check out my outfit. I really like my outfit today. I was born in Puerto Rico, and in Florida I did my bachelor's in chemical engineering, and then I moved to China to do my master's here. I was working in a factory as the only foreigner for a while. I was doing chemical engineering there. Let me give you guys a preview of all my stories. After that, I studied Kung Fu in Chufu, China, the hometown of Confucius, for 1 month. That completely changed my life for many reasons. That's a whole other topic to get into another day. After that, I ended up getting recruited by a Chinese company to have like a Anthony Bourdain style travel show where I talked about the food and culture in China. I'll show you guys my Instagram so you guys can see that. And after that, there's just so many things.
Hello TikTok refugees, this is Hai from a tier 3 city in China. I'd like to show you some real and normal life in my hometown, which is called Xuzhou, middle east of China. For you better to know, it's like 800 miles from Shanghai. This is my electric bike. I'm going out downtown, so it's convenient to ride this. You guys can ride with me together. Look at the trees. It turns to yellow in winter. And if it's summer, this street will be very shady. Always have public electric bike along the road. Just to finish my work downtown. So I'm going to drive my small electric car home from my parents' house. I don't know what is Gaojiaqiao called. Maybe a high-speed bridge, I think. The speed limit is 80 miles an hour. So you can get to anywhere in city faster instead of waiting for lights or the traffic jams. Back to my community and have 3 packages to pick up. In this place, you only have to look for your own package, scan it, and take it out. Every community always have many stores around, like grocery store, pets washing store, somewhere to wash your clothes, somewhere to serve the food. You can get anything you want, vegetables, fruits, batteries, toilet paper, anything you want. Just walk out the community. Charge my car at home. It only costs about like 5 yuan for 100 miles, so I like it so much. Back to my home. Oh, and this is the sunlight room, and we have washing machine here. And I live with my husband and my husband's parents together. Our parents in first floor and me and my husband in second floor. You can let me know what do you curious about for our city, and I can show you how.
Listen, the cost of living here, let's just be real. Let's get into the cost of living. I went to Aldi the other day, right? And I got a tray of chicken. Guess how much the tray of chicken costs? 5 RMB. If you guys are not familiar with the currency, 5 RMB is like 90 cents. I got a tray of chicken for 90 cents. My weekly grocery shopping may be about $12 to $15. And what I'm getting is chicken, milk, eggs, bread, jam. I'm getting vegetables, frozen fruit. I'm not just getting a few items. Back home in America, you might get 2 items for $12. Guys, one, the cost of living here is so affordable. You really could get away with only spending about $15 to $2,000 a month, and that's including your rent, and still have money left over. This is the key word. These are the keys. The keys is that you actually have money to save. You have money to actually invest in a business. You have money to actually go on vacations and not worry about money. Again, I moved here when I was 24 years old. And so I was obviously growing into adulthood. And there were so many things that I had to learn and unlearn. Unlearn some things that I learned in America, and then learn new things about who I am in life, what life really is, what it really can be. And essentially, I didn't realize what I was creating was a blueprint to help you all. Now that the TikTok ban happened and everyone rushed to the red note, I've received hundreds of DMs and comments of you guys asking me, how can you move to China? What visa should you get? What's the cost of living? What jobs can you work? How can you earn money? What about this? What about that? And so what I did, I turned this moment.
No, because what's so cool about people getting onto this app is finally, we can start breaking misconceptions about China. Although I now live in Spain, I lived in China from 2019 until 2023. And it is so slept on. It's so slept on. I keep seeing comments of people on these videos asking if it's real. Girl, yes. I mean, obviously this was filmed with a drone, but Shanghai looks like that. I used to get drinks at a bar called Captain's. If you are in Shanghai, let me know if it's still there. But these were the views from Captain's. Another great bar, Char Bar in the Hotel Indigo. Again, these were the views. Like, Shanghai is crazy beautiful. And China is so misrepresented by American media. Like, when I was living there, I used to get the same 3 questions. Isn't it dangerous? Don't they hate you because you're American? Isn't it difficult to live in such like underdeveloped part of the world? Number 1, I felt so safe living in China. I moved there as a single woman. I spent the majority of my time living alone, and it was great. Number 2, Chinese people are really welcoming and friendly, as everyone is seeing on this app. If your Mandarin isn't great too, in the cities, the English levels are very high, so you can talk to and meet and even make friends with locals. Number 3, China as a country is very efficient. They have super advanced technology in the cities. The metro system in Shanghai, love. I could do a whole separate video about it. They have very fast delivery systems. Their bureaucracy is speedy. If you have ever lived abroad, you know what a nightmare it can be to get your visa processed and to get it quickly. They are with it. So I know this ban is not ideal in the United States, but if it means everyone starts talking about China, it has a silver.
What's the tea, sis? As a Black American who's lived in China for nearly a decade, here are the top 3 questions that I get asked the most. Let's get into it. Number 1 is, what is it like being Black in China? And here's the truth. The whole world has definitely been fed colorism, but in China, you don't really walk around thinking I'm Black. Like, more so you'll remember, like, yes, I'm definitely a foreigner. And honestly, being a foreigner here is sort of tea because it carries sort of like a positivity, a curiosity. People want to take care of you. They're fascinated with you. They love your hair, your skin, your style, okay? You're going to get stares. People are going to want to come up and take a picture with you, but it's because you just look so interesting and you're so cool, all right? You may even feel like a little celebrity, okay? The most powerful thing is that passport. That little navy blue passport carries so much weight here, okay? Being an American comes with certain privileges abroad because the world views America a whole nother way than how you feel when you're in America. Collect that tea. Number 2 is it safe here? Let me tell you something. Safety is not something I think about, and it feels so good. I can walk outside at 2 a.m. I know no one's gonna come up and rob me, kidnap me. I can hop in an Uber after a night out and I have no stress about it. I can leave my laptop and phone on a cafe table, go to the bathroom, come back, and nothing's touched. Like, y'all, that's a freedom it's the little things for me. Listen, living here, I realized something. In America, we're constantly in survival mode. I was like, you know what? Maybe Americans are actually nice, but they've been conditioned to have to be hard on the outside, because if they're seen being a little too friendly, people may come up and rob them or do something because they feel that they're weak. Like, that's crazy. We have become guarded out of survival mode. But in China, you can let your guard down, you can explore, take solo trips, and just be. And I love that for us, okay? Number 3 is, are there opportunities for Black Americans? Listen, absolutely. China is the land of possibilities. You can come here and teach, entrepreneurship, tech, fashion, sourcing, you name it. I built my own businesses here. I carved out a life that I love. But here's the truth. Opportunities will not just fall in your lap. You have to show up and go after them. I've just come to the conclusion to just be where you're appreciated. In China, I'm not surviving, I'm just being. And you deserve that too. too. I actually made a guide for anyone who's interested in moving or just simply visiting China. If you want the link, comment down below, escape. My name is Shaquela. Make sure you follow me for more content. And if you just want to see my fabulous life in China, or if you're interested in sourcing products from China, whatever it is, you name it, I got a business for that, because that's what living here does. It just opens up your mind to be like, I can start that business. Ooh, I can do that business. I can do that business. I can do, and you're not always being a consumer. So I'm going to end this video with that. I love
6年前，我第一次来到中国旅游，中国人就笑到我了，因为 they showed me that everything that I had ever known about China and the Chinese people was wrong. I was proven wrong when every Chinese person that I met welcomed me to China with open arms. I didn't speak the language back then, so I couldn't communicate with Chinese people, but through their actions, I felt the hospitality of Chinese people and I felt their kindness. I felt so welcome when I took a taxi and the driver helped me find where I was supposed to stay when I was very clearly lost. I felt welcome when I dropped my groceries all over the ground and an auntie stopped and helped me pick them up. I also felt welcome when I took a Didi to the Great Wall and my driver bought me a Tongkulu because he said, you absolutely have to try this when you're in China. And he was right. I love Tongkulu. To this day, I continue to feel the hospitality of Chinese people. And I have found it in a very unlikely place, which is this app. To the 50,000 of you who believe in me, I want to say thank you so, so much. You guys build me up. You encourage me, even on days when I don't believe in myself. So to say thank you, I want to show the world the truth about China, the real China. I want to share with you guys American culture. I want to tell you what the differences are between living in China versus America. I also want to tell you what it's like as an American with a Chinese family, how it's like raising kids in China. If you want to know more about my family, I do have another account that I talk about that. So yeah, go check me out on there. I am so excited to share my journey with you guys, and I promise to always be true. 6 years ago, I didn't know where my path would take me, and I didn't know where my home was supposed to be. But now I know that my home is definitely in China. Thank you so much for making China feel like my home.